summer rush drop that's going to be taking place basically all weekend. So we're going to go over everything you need to know now real quick. Depending on the day that you're watching this video, today is Friday, which means you can earn up to 8 free Twitch drop packs by tuning in to anybody live streaming College Football 27. 2 of those 8 free packs can only be earned by watching the College Football Rundown show, which is every single Friday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. By the time a lot of you are watching this video, that show may be over. The remaining 6 packs can be earned by tuning into anybody, including myself, that's live streaming College Football 27 from Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's going to be starting here in a little while based on the moment that I'm recording this video. And those drops, 6 packs, do remain active for a 24-hour period. So every single Friday, you can tune in starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time until the following Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time to earn 6 free packs. These can net you some free training for rush rerolls, phenom rerolls. There's a method. If you get a little bit lucky, you can trade those Twitch tokens in for alternate uniforms. But this early in the year, especially if you're no money spent, I highly recommend earning these free packs because it's free content. You might get lucky and make a lot of coin or training from it. So once you have Twitch drops set up, come through and hang out to my channel anytime after 1 p.m. Eastern Time today. I'll be live for a good portion of the afternoon and early evening, and we'll be live every Saturday morning as well early on for you to get these free packs. One update I want to go over in the Season 1 Field Pass. A lot of you may have noticed an objective that required you to have 2 supercharged players in your lineup, but that promo doesn't exist, at least not yet. Probably something that's going to be coming very soon. If you go over to your Season 1 objectives now and down to the Week 4 tab, you're going to see that that first down requirement now wants you to have 2 prime prospect players in your lineup instead of supercharged. So they did change it, which now means you can fully max out this objective and get 2.1k XP. Also, make sure you're logging in on a daily basis, but you are going to be playing MUT 27 because you're going to earn Season 1 XP every day that you log in to Cut 27, I'm assuming, up until August 6th. So you got new objectives yesterday because it was Thursday. You got your crossover login daily, your regular daily objectives refresh every day at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Get all of that stuff done because, again, most importantly here, you got level 51, you get a national championship pack. If you paid for the premium pass, you get 2 of those along with a Season 1 XP token that gives you a jump start in XP for Season 2, which is basically about 3 weeks away. And if you can make it to level 55, I'm not quite sure that you can do that again, but you do have a plus rare pack and a rare plus fantasy pack, some really good free content that you can earn over the next couple days that could contain rush cards. Speaking of rush, don't forget your field pass. It still cannot be maxed out, but you need to pay attention and make sure you get your dailies done, because if you do miss these, you could miss out on XP that could prevent you from maxing out the field pass. You have all of your milestone objectives. I don't see them adding on to this one, so when you get all of these done, the only other place to get XP is going to be your daily objectives. Playing through the rush solo season event is going to knock out a lot of this stuff, and it also appears to be my daily objective here. And one thing I did notice, I don't know if it was the similar for you guys, but when I knocked out yesterday's daily, this section completely disappeared.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop it real
standard time, anytime rush content comes out. And in today's case, the Phenom program dropped as well. Speaking of Phenoms, with Part 2 dropping today, we have new objectives. These objectives actually were in the game last week prematurely. EA took them out, and they are now back into the game. But a lot of people weren't able to knock a lot of these things out and earn XP and basically be able to max out the field pass. Last week, if you were able to do that, that's great. If not, you should now be able to do it today. That's going to earn you a breakout token, which, remember, can upgrade basically any lower overall Phenom card to an 86 overall. This is bugged and broken for the most part last week. I think they even locked this, or like they didn't be or not usable. I think it's because everybody shouldn't have been able to max out the pass. So the game was kind of breaking because of that. Hopefully that means today, with new objectives and everybody, supposed to be being able to get to level 10 and earn this token, or 2 tokens if you purchase the premium pass on this end here. Hopefully these now work, and and I should be putting out a video
coming
going
in
over the
high,
best
and they
players to
got him at the
upgrade with this
29.
token later
And
this
the
afternoon.
Bobcats
So be
will
on the
bring the
lookout for
punt
that
team
because
onto the
we had a
field.
bunch of good choices that came out last week, but with new cards dropping today, we gotta kind of revisit that and see who's going to be the absolute best to use this breakout token and bump them up to an 86 overall.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45.
She saved extra cash with free shipping on these pre-loved boots and sold what she doesn't wear with
Right on the money.
So she keeps every dollar she
Makes that
earns.
one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Russell.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Louisville. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn
As
you.
far as
You can see it doesn't take them long to
still
light up
more
the
of the same,
scoreboard.
but I do want to point a
no
couple
chance
things
at a
out with
return.
the
Here
Summer
they'll
Rush
start this
draft
drive
event.
at their own
Remember,
45.
this one basically for every 4 wins that you get against the
Just
computer
enough
without
time for
losing,
one more
it's
snap
going to give
before
you
the end of the
a
quarter.
80-plus Summer Rush pack. I've earned one of these now. I just played 4 games earlier this morning. I haven't opened it up yet. You'll see that in the very next episode of The Money Spent. But if you want to earn free content from the Rush program, you're not guaranteed Rush cards, but this is going to be the free way to do it. Again, just beating the computer over and over and over again. I will say the computer plays a little bit tougher than your normal solo experience, so it's still very beatable. It's not overly difficult, but just be prepared that they're going to be a little bit better than normally expected. You can't kind of go and walk through it without fully paying attention in certain situations. At least that was my experience the first time through. The draft takes like maybe 3 minutes or so. After that, you can just play through the 4 straight games. As far as the Phenom program goes, remember the squads event, the head-to-head event, if you win 4 games without losing, you're going to get 3 Phenom tokens. When it comes to the solo event, which is the one I've grinded over and over and over again, beating the computer 4 times in a row, gives you a B&D 80-plus Phenom pack and 2 Phenom tokens. This is important. The reason I bring it up is because if you head on over to item sets, we now have 3 new players that can be redeemed with those tokens. The first 3 players, Amari Adams, Gerard Pringle Jr., and Vincent Shavers, they were available last week. You need 5 Phenom tokens to get them for free, 85 overall B&D. We now have 3 new players in Devin Sanchez, Clayton Smith, and the third one actually appears to be missing, so maybe they're going to put him out during part 3 next Friday. It's supposed to be Duke wide receiver Javen Nichols. Good news for us is he's probably the worst of the group here, and I think the very 2 best cards did drop today in Clayton Smith, a little bit more speed at defensive end, and then Devin Sanchez, pretty tall, 6'2", 86 speed, 86 man, not very good at zone, but I'll definitely be redeeming the 10 tokens that I have on both of these guys so we can get 2 more free 85s. If you don't care for any of these players or you already max them all out, of course, the other location you can use these tokens that you can earn for free in the various events are going to be on 3, 4, and 5-star players. Remember, you're not guaranteed a certain overall here. You're just going to get a card that has either a 3, 4, or 5-star rating associated with them, but you can get anywhere between an 80 and an 86 overall, so it is a bit risky. Again, if you're focusing on making your team better, I will get these guys on the squad first, and then any additional tokens you earn, if you want to take a shot on one of these 3 sets, remember 5 stars doesn't necessarily mean better because there are higher overall cards at a 3 and 4-star rating. You know, bare minimum, you're going to get a card back in return that's non-B&D, so you might be able to turn it into some coin, and if you get lucky and actually pull a higher overall card, well, then that's obviously going to be really good for you. I haven't really heard too many people getting like 85s or even 86s out of this, so I don't know how frequent it's going to happen, but it's going to be your next best usage for any Phenom tokens that you earn. Part 1 of Phenoms was a really good content drop. Part 2 might actually be even better. We got 2 LTDs, cornerback, giant acceleration, and 88 juke move. I mean, I expect these cards to both be very, very expensive, being that they're LTDs, but I do want you to notice when you flip over any of these cards,
let's go.
you see the star rating associated
Draft.
with them. So like I said earlier, you know, the likelihood of you pulling an LTD on one of those packs is very small, but the more lazy 87 overall cards with a 3-star rating, just to show you the differences there. We got a bunch of new champions. I'm not going to be able to pronounce this guy's name, but Red Edge out of Oklahoma.
It's a hard game. I gotta play this hard.
the game. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant.
Gotta play smart against the computer. They kind of play good.
They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
These are the cards that are all supposed to be eligible with that breakout token to upgrade to 86. If you would like to, I'm going to kind of do a deep dive on these players and look for the best ones to upgrade. As I said earlier, videos will come out. One thing you can look at is positional group and, physical attributes. If there's any guys that are kind of super tall out there, they could be good candidates to fully upgrade there. I'm sure a lot of you are out there.
But they own it, boy.
Where do they find it? You came out of nowhere, so this is a school-like program that is going to find those QBs. It just might be sometimes guys that are off and not as highly recruited.
Yeah,
not necessarily a national championship perennial power area level. You're right. They always seem to find it something. And they lose games, but they're going to go down swinging, and they're going to lose shootouts because they light up the scoreboard. They've got another gunslinger.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Big play, takes it into press territory. He's out at the 47.
When you run these drag routes, it's super important. But your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short.
If you want to re-roll
Looking
it,
to the
look
big
for different
tight end.
attributes to go up, you certainly can, but there is going to be a coin cost associated with it. But as I've said three times now, I'm going to go through all of these players and look for the very best possible ones to use that breakout token on and drop a video later today. But overall, we got a lot of really good rebound cards at the higher overall levels, and some of the lower guys aren't bad as well. And remember, the more of these cards you have in your lineup, either specifically at a certain star rating, can boost that group. So if you got a bunch of 3 stars in your lineup or a bunch of 4 stars, again, the overalls don't really matter on the star rating there. As we go down to the 80s, 81s, you got 3, 4, 5-star guys there. But the more of a certain star rating you have in your lineup, they get boosted, and they do also combine all of the stars that you have, and the higher the number there can boost the additional rating. So more cards from this program in your lineup make them a lot better. It can come at a cost, and I don't know if that boost is going to eventually go away, but it's just something to keep in mind when building your team. With today being day number 2 of Summer Rush, we have a brand new LTE packs for 24 hours. Yesterday was Brandon Merriweather. Today we have Kelvin Megatron Johnson, 88 speed, 9 deep route running, 88 mid, 90 on the short. I mean, he's 6'5". It's going to be probably the best wide receiver in the game, certainly up there as one of the best. And that's going to be the only
Touchdown, baby. Touchdown. Let's go.
Tyler Thompson.
Got the touchdown.
Finishing the drive, but man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They bring momentum to start.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching. If you're new, like, comment, and subscribe.
So you have a 50-50 chance, at least you would hope, to pulling that Megatron, but it's going to cost you a lot of money. Mike Vick, the 89 overall
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that
this weekend program. When it comes to the 88 on a daily basis, these are only 24 hours. We did see Merriweather be pretty close to rental prices, but he's 5'11", so I think that's a big reason why.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good, and they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your number 1 guy. Palmer, here's a problem.
Early press check on this one. It's 5 a.m. He's been out for 25 minutes. You're going to be able to find him on the auction house under 1 million points with 13 on there. So I think that actually kind of bodes well.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running line and those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Fires to the wide. Wilson has it over the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have enough.
Double 100-point backs that we got every single day, and they were usually
they made the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
And then one was either a 5 or 6.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
Points, and then step 2 gives you a basic prime prospects pack, which I think is the same exact thing you got in step 2 yesterday. And then after that, it starts to require you to spend money. I don't really want to do any of that. So you do have a 100-point pack. That's cool.
He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short of that. He'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down.
Sunday spotlight pack or cornerstones or just something. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting that, unfortunately, with a new Megatron LT and packs. If you haven't jumped into any of these step offers,
defense.
you can only go so far without spending
Great
money.
fucking defense.
Every offer, there is a nice little back there. Yesterday, I recommended maybe not
turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down
could
so the
certainly be
receiver
a good
couldn't make
day.
the play.
And all of your
Nice
different
job
rush
by his defense.
opportunity packs and things you can spend
You gotta
money
love
on
the physicality
are
up
going to
front
be
by the
available
defense.
here,
They're
which
allowing
again
only
is
a
also going to be
minimum
the
gain. These
only
are
way that
big
you can get
bodies
those
on the
rush
D-line. They
tokens
eat up
for the
blocks,
88
allow the
overall
linebackers
LTE
to
set.
run
When
free
you
and
go over
make
to your
stops.
training tab, you still have your 3 different rush training packs here. We also have for
They stop
6,600
him
training.
almost immediately.
87 plus
Short gain
phenoms
there.
pack. So
Still
it's
a
going to
little
be
ground cover.
guaranteed
Pick up
a
the
brand new
first.
card that came out today. I think this should keep prices relatively affordable.
They'll
A
take
lot of
this
the new
lead to the
champions, which is a
2-minute
good
timeout
thing.
and see
So
if
if
they
you want
can
to take
tack
a
on a
shot
little
at
more
one of the
before the break.
LTDs that dropped today or any of the brand new 87 Phenom cards,
And the
this is
Red
going to be your
Raiders
best
are
bet
at
to
the
go out
line,
there and
looking
spend
to
training.
convert on
Compared to
3rd and
yesterday,
short.
training actually did get cheaper. I think it was about 55 points per training
Throwing
point.
Russell.
You can now find 81s for
breaking down.
18K on average and 47.25 points per
Defense
training
grabs the
point. So at
football, and there
those
he
rates
goes.
specifically,
Knocked
if you
down,
do the
but
math,
not
that means the
before
87
he
plus
gets the
Phenom
first
training
down.
pack, which is 6,600 training, is basically the equivalent to about 312,000 points to open this up every time. So again, that should keep a lot of these Phenom 87 overall cards right around that price point, if not cheaper. It also makes these rush packs a little bit cheaper than they were yesterday to go ahead and open if you want. And if you are wondering what you should be spending your Season 1 trophies on, if you want to take a shot here, you have the 80
Might have
plus
to give
Phenom
that coach
pack
a
for
flag and a
6.5
whistle. He was
trophies.
right on.
I did
His
pull an
view of the
87
play, and the
overall
officials agree and
Malachi
overturn
Tony
the
from
call.
this pack
The
last
Red
Friday.
Raiders
Not saying
will
that's
snap
gonna
it on
happen
1st and
frequently,
10.
but it's just something to think about as
That's
we got
reeled
3
in.
weeks
It's
left
Allen.
until the season is over and we don't
Slicing
have
and
anything
dicing
to
through
spend
this
these trophies
defense,
on
and
unless
they've
there
got
is
it
some
down
type
to
of
the
point
23.
conversion if you want to wait for that. But that's all of the content for the day.
For this
Don't forget to
defense
tune
right
in
now.
to my
They're
stream
giving
or
up
anybody
multiple
else streaming
first
College
downs
Football
on this
27
drive.
starting
Somebody
at 1
on
p.m.
defense has to step up, make a
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look.
Back.
Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keelan Russell on target. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Throwing Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first.
What? What? Hey, well, sit the fuck down.
Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Russell. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Bring in the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. The run inside. It's Pringle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing Russell. The short hands. It's held. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A first down for the offense. Back to pass. It's Russell. Rushes on him. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchdown.